Hi everyone, and welcome to Math 109. In this video I'm going to be going through the course structure and getting us all signed up for everything, or at least ready to do that. So I'm currently in Blackboard, so I'm in your course in Blackboard, and we're going to do everything in the course in a different program called Lumen Ohm. And so I have a link here. And what you're going to have to do is, if you haven't done this in a class already, other math classes use this, so maybe you have, maybe you haven't. In any case, it's free to sign up, so no extra things to do besides just sign up pretty quick. You're going to click this link. It'll open up Lumen Ohm. You're going to hit enroll in a new course. The course ID and the enrollment key are here. Then it's going to ask you to sign up for an account. If you already have one, go ahead and log in. If you don't, use your Duchess email to sign up for an account and you'll get into the course. So what will that look like? Let's go over here. So once you're into the course, you'll then see this. It's going to have more in it as the class progresses, but this is what it'll start with. So I have an online calculator you can use if you don't have your own calculator, or if you don't know which one to use. This is one you can use if you want to. Then you'll see this folder, which is the next place you should go, called Syllabus and Getting Started. So let's click into this. So the first thing you'll see is the syllabus, which we'll go over in just a second. Then you'll see the office hours, which I haven't set up yet, but once they're available, I'll email you, let you know they're there, and you can find them here. I also do hours by appointment, so I will put the hours here that my office hours are, and this will be a time when I will always be available over Zoom or via email if you prefer that. You can just 100% know every week that we have class and that we actually have school, so no holidays. I will be at my computer ready to answer questions. You just don't even have to ask me, you just come in. Either send me an email or you come into Zoom. What does that look like? Well, we're going to be using Zoom for all of our meetings. So in terms of just office hours, or if you want to meet with me outside of these office hours in an appointment, totally fine. You'll go to Zoom. So here's the meeting ID. You can just click this. That's it. What you'll do for the appointments is you have to ask me for an appointment. So you'll send me an email, yada, yada, yada. I need an appointment. Great. What I'll ask you to do is I'll ask you to give me some times you're available. So it's not just, can we meet tomorrow at this time and this is all I have. It's just harder to do that. I have lots of meetings, lots of classes, lots of stuff. So send me some times you're available. Try to give me at least a day in between when you email me and you ask for a time to meet, just to give me some time to get to the email and also to make sure I can put some time into my schedule. So send me an email. Can we please meet? We'll set it up. The next thing I want you to look at is this introductory discussion. So what I'm asking you to do is to go in here, right into this forum, and then I want you to do a post where you just say answers to these 6 things. What's your name? Do you have a job? Favorite thing about math? Least favorite thing about math? What do you want to do? And do you have any pets? So you'll do that, and then what you'll do is over the next week or so, you'll look at what other people have done in their discussions when they've done this, and you'll just comment on someone. It doesn't have to be a crazy comment. You don't have to write paragraphs, right? It just can be, oh, this is interesting. I also like this thing about math. Or, oh, I want to do the same job career. Whatever you want, that's fine. It needs to be more than just nice or that's neat, but it doesn't have to be, too much. So do a little introductory discussion, get to know your classmates a little. This helps me get to know you as well. The next thing you can do is download Microsoft Office. If you don't have Office on your computer, you can get it free through the school. Follow the link, follow the directions, and that's it. You've got Microsoft Office. It's great. So we are going to be using Microsoft Word and Excel. So make sure you do this as soon as possible so you can get started playing around with those programs. The last one here is the online Larson book. So we do have a textbook for this class, but it's free online. It doesn't cover everything we're going to do, so there'll be other resources, but it's what we'll use as our main resource. Here's a little YouTube video you can watch that describes how to navigate the book. But it's really pretty nice. It's just an online book. You can go check it out. I have it linked in the course in many different places when I want you to go somewhere specific for a homework problem, as an example. But you can always just bookmark the page, and then boom, you've got it. So go through there. I'm going to open up the syllabus now, and you should be looking at this yourself. Go through the whole thing, but I just wanted to mention a few things. So basic information, my phone number for my office hours, again, just check it out on Lumen. By the start of classes, you'll be able to see them. My email, all this stuff. So again, there's no purchased textbook. Everything is free online for your textbook. You got to make sure you're using it, right? And then you'll need a calculator. Again, you can just use a free online calculator if you want. Totally fine. If you have your own, great. Everything in the course will be in Lumen. We just went and checked that out, so that's where you'll go for everything in the course. Again, here is the Zoom meeting information. Check that out, right? We're going to have assignments in this course. Okay, so assignments in this course will always be due at 11:59 p.m. of the due date. Now, in general, there won't be late assignments. So you know when the due date is at the beginning, you set yourself up, you schedule yourself, you get it done. You should try to get it done early, so if something happens, you can deal with it. But, of course, we are in quite an extreme time, and everyone has very extreme circumstances that they're dealing with. So if something extreme happens, an emergency happens, just do your best to contact me the day that it's due, and we can talk about it. If you're having any other issues, it says here, talk to me about it. You don't have to give me specifics. I'm not going to ever ask you for specifics about something that's happening in your personal life. I'm here to talk to you about it. I can give you resources who you can go to for help if you need it in different areas. So I'm available for that, but there's no pressure to give me a bunch of personal details on things. But if you're having issues with school, outside of school, that are preventing you from doing the work in a timely fashion, you need to come talk to me about that, and we'll figure out what to do going forward. So, this is maybe for some of you your first class in this format. Lots of things are going on right now. Just come talk to me. And if you think this could be an issue for this semester, maybe last semester you had some struggles with your online or remote classes, just week 1, come to office hours or schedule an appointment and tell me about it. What was tough last semester for you? What went well? And we'll figure out a plan to help you try to get past some of those issues before they even come up this semester. So, number 1 priority, talk to me. I'm fairly nice. So, what else? Homework submissions. I'll get to the homework in just a second. You're going to submit them via Lumen. All right, so everything's just right in that one place, which is nice. You'll have written homeworks and computer practice problems. The computer practice problems are on Lumen, and they're just questions you answer directly onto the computer. You type in an answer into a box, you do a multiple choice, stuff like that. We also have written homeworks. Those will be in a very similar form each time. There'll be either a Word document, a PDF, or an Excel I will give you with directions on it. You will do work in a Word document, in an Excel file, and then you will upload that to me. Okay? Your first written homework is you uploading a Word document just so we can practice. It has almost nothing to do with math, so it's just some, answer a couple questions about you, things like that, and just let's get practice uploading Word documents. So no pressure. I know it's going to say written homework 1, due first week, and you're going to go, but it's not, you've got to do something, all this math to do it. It's just, can we get going with this? What else? Well, the last thing are projects. There are 4 units in the class. Each one has a project. It's designed to kind of sum up everything from that unit. And so they'll be larger than the other assignments, right, and worth more. But they're fun usually. I've had a lot of students say, I really like doing this project. A lot of them are very applicable things. So you'll see that as we go through. You'll have a project on budgeting in Unit 1. You'll have a project in Unit 2, which is less applicable, but on space and geometry and some other fun things there. Unit 3, we'll do a project on, again, budgeting, but specifically this time you'll be dealing with loans, with mortgages, things like that. So we'll be doing buying a house. So again, applicable. And the 4th one will be a statistics, so a project where you'll apply what you've learned to actually go look at some statistics that have been done. Also, for all of these things, their homework submissions, your projects, you will have to show your work. So on these submissions, both project and homework, I'm going to ask you to show work. And when I give you material, the kind of reading, extra problems, all that kind of stuff, it will be clear what that means. How to show what formula you're using, how to show computations, things like that. I'll also ask you to explain. That'll say in a problem, explain why, explain your reasoning. That means in sentences, you are going to have to talk to me about why you did what you did. Right? And that's the most important thing in the class, is you showing me that you can explain what you're doing. Right? The work is important. The final answer, of course, being right, the numerical answer you get on a problem is, of course, important. You want to get the right thing, right? But in our math courses, it's more important, and that's where more of the points come in. So points here. It's more important to be able to show your work, right? I've got to be able to see that you understood the idea here. Okay, so make sure you are showing your work, you're reading the questions, and you're seeing that it says show your work, and you're seeing that it says explain. They won't always say explain, but when they do, that means in words, explain what you're doing. All right? So we've got grading here. There are 4 projects, like I just described before. Each is worth 12.5% of your grade. Your written homework is 25%, your computer homework is 25%, and there are 2 drops of each of these built in. The reason for the drops is because stuff's going to happen. When stuff happens to you, if you miss a homework, here's a drop for you. That is the reason for the drops. This is why for the late assignments that I had above, I said it's got to be extreme for me to, still allow you to hand something in. The reason being, if something happens and you're not able to contact me, you forget, we're going to have a little discussion if you're forgetting stuff. But in any case, you get a drop for that. If you're able to go through the whole semester, you stay on top of things, you get your work done, then the drops just take away your lowest grade and boom, they help you. So this is why it's so important. Stay on top of things, get it done. So of course, talk to me. You've got the Math and Science Center. You can click this link to find out what the hours are. And then the rest of this is all important stuff, but I'll let you read that on your own. So the course description, what we're doing here, the outcomes, accommodations. In this class, this is very important. Actually, if you have accommodations, you will not need them in this class because we don't have any timed assignments. So the written homeworks, the projects, computer homeworks are all given to you, and then multiple days later will be due. So in terms of the extra time, that won't apply here. Of course, there are accommodations, so I misspoke there. There are accommodations that aren't just timing. And if you need anything for those accommodations, let me know. So that could be subtitling of things. There's just so many things I can help you with. Font issues, you just got to let me know, right? And so just keep going through here. Academic policy, don't cheat. All your work's got to be your work. Of course, you've got all these resources. You can go talk to other people in the course if you want on things. That's fine. You guys can work together. You can go to tutoring. But at the end of all of it, what you write on that paper needs to be your words and your ideas. Okay? So that's very, very important. Your words and your ideas. If you write something down but you don't understand it, then that's academic dishonesty, because it's not your words, okay? It's not your work. You've got to understand what you write down. And no copying, pasting things either. It's your words. Take something, think about it, express it yourself, okay? And so you got pretty much everything here. Just go through it. Make sure you understand everything. If you don't, let me know. We can talk about it.